All right, guys. So this is the very first time I've ever done this on stream, which is an account review. We have El Machioto's account. Went through and did the list already of what needs to go on. We're going to go start to build some stuff and maybe stream give some feedback as well. With the account, this is pretty stacked, honestly. It's pretty stacked. If we look at what was already done, we'll scroll up, the little snapshot in time of his account. We have account progression. I'd say, let's see, there's no Ramen 2 yet. Marius is on his way, not finished with Lydia. I'd say it's probably mid-game is where I would say right now, but within the next week or two, it's going to be like early, late game. I wouldn't say super late game, or like late game necessarily, because we don't have Lydia, we don't have Ramen 2. We're still filling out some champions. The champion builds need to be adjusted, but very quickly could jump into late game content for sure. With the speed farms and teams and such. Doing well in CVC. What clan are you in? Okay, OBV, cool. So doing well in CVC, not CVC, Clan Siege, doing well over there. I'm not going to click it though. I don't want to leak any of the defenses they have, maybe for secret strategic purposes in the future. Doing good on Cursed City. Okay, I'd say. Just now doing hard, could definitely push more on hard. Going to do a few champion rebuilds for him. I think I make for a better video as well as a stream. So that is going to be one of the focuses. Hopefully if it gets a few teams set up and working for him. But as far as the dungeons go, we have relatively fast times. Had a little bit of a bug on Icegolem a second ago though. That showed a 17-second runtime and it kind of stumped me. Is he a low spender? No, he's got some shards saved up for potential future needs basically. We have 3,200 prism crystals, whatever these are called. We have some soul stones to summon. We have some mythicals, so definitely knows his way around the in-game clan boss. But it's okay. We're going to make it even better, I guess. Perform better in every area. So, or not every area. Let's not get carried away. But we're going to do some rebuilds and hopefully help you guys watching with how to rebuild some of your champions possibly, and then set him up in a little bit better spot. With Hydra being probably the area I want to sit in for a little while longer. Faction War's not quite finished, but he just told me that as soon as Orcs comes up, he will finish that. I have no doubt. I mean, he has tons of great champions. Everything's solid. It's just, I guess, Orcs missing a few stars, so not a problem there. So early congrats on Lydia. For the rest of this, you guys can't even hear the music I have playing. What in the world? I hear it in my head, but you guys can't. All right, so for Arena, we have Gold 5, Silver 2, 101 Great Hall. Definitely needs some more grinding time there. 101 Great Hall is... It takes a long time to finish a Great Hall. It takes like 2 years if you're doing regular stuff, so this is not a huge rush. Speaking of, where's his account at as far as login? Okay. Working on Cleopteryx. So over a year. I guess, when is his badge? 2020? And now it's 2025. Oh my gosh, time flies. So 4 years? No, I don't know when Cleopteryx you get her. He doesn't have ninja, so obviously has been active more times than others and taking breaks and stuff. So that is what it is there. As far as some suggestions, and then we'll jump into some like team builds. We have Hydra right here. This is the Doom Tower stuff. Awesome champs, lots of potential in the gear, but a lot of stuff is not leveled yet, which I see this in a lot of accounts that I get inside of. And it's, okay, we have some legendary things, but level 8's okay. If you're going to go through and do a gear cleanse, I think level 8's a great spot to take your gear. So you can at least see if it like double rolls speed or if it just completely misses everything. Like this is a decent piece, okay? Well, it's 5-star. Let's not get carried away with a decent piece stuff. Take it to 12. It could possibly triple roll that. Have enough, or we'll rework this one. It goes HP. Not really worth it. But going to 8 typically gives you a decent idea. So I do like that. I typically just set RSL Helper to like auto upgrade stuff to 8. And then I make my decisions past that. It's not very expensive on silver. And you can usually tell, okay, it's not going to do no triples, nothing like that. No reworks, get rid of it. So his account is in a really good spot to get cleansed or to build some champions, which don't have a ton of silver for how much gear we have unleveled, or at least not taken to 16. We're in a decent spot. So as far as accessories, same thing. Accessories are even more difficult to cleanse because we have so many variable sets now. It's honestly pretty... It's very daunting to go through and figure out, okay, this set, we need a piece to make sure we could finish a 9-piece set potentially. And then we need good pieces in these sets. There's so much. Definitely could sand. Definitely could. For the next area, the champions to focus. It's not really that accurate, I guess, honestly, for this account, because while these champions should be focused, he is focusing on. Now, I said potential champions from Prism Crystals because this is a very game-changing Prism Crystal pool. This is not at all for low spenders, though. This is a lot of prisms right here. But champions like maybe even UDK for this account, because I don't know if he has UDK. He should. He does not have a UDK. UDK would be incredible. Basically instant build champion. When you start focusing on 3v3, UDK with a Wukong behind him is so good. But UDK would be huge. Harima would be huge. Stoutus could go into Dragon. Another Theorycrafting would be massive. Armand's is always massive, whether it's your first or your fifth. And Korra's huge. Nekmo, Elva. Ragash, not so needed. Newt, so good. And then even Duchess. But like any of those champions he pulls can be used in teams for sure, which makes me somewhat hesitant to even build stuff. I'm going to try to stick to things that are not going to be changed from those pulls, but that is like 81 pulls there with potential of game-changing things. Now let's see. Armands. There is no Armands in the account, so like that is an excellent pool or summon pool for him to actually have purchased stuff from. The chances of him pulling all 81 and not getting something good are far less than him pulling the 81 and getting something really good for his account. He doesn't have Armands, but he does have Odin, does have some other really good Void champions. Now, as far as things that need to be focused on, building out Hydra teams, cleansing gear, and forging during CVC just to pick up some more points, help your clan out. Next CVC's non-personal rewards, though, so may not want to go that hard. I don't really know. Maybe you're fine with or without CVC bonuses. Then we have arena setups for missions as well as general account progress. Hard mode push with faster speeds. Now, when I say missions, the main thing that I'm meaning is start working on getting to Gold 1 now. Because Gold 1 is by far the most difficult mission. To do that, you're going to need to really focus on Hydra. Because without good stone skin gear, you're just not going to really be able to do much in 3v3 Gold 1. You do have the mythical champions. You have all this stuff to work well. We need some better stuff here. A good gear cleanse is going to give you an idea of what needs to be kept and what needs to be sold. Like right now, coming in here, if I was to go primary stats, HP, attack, and defense on these pieces, this is basically all just sold. 70 pieces instantly sold. Now, maybe you could come in here and roll some of these. Maybe some have speed. These are worth potentially trying to roll for, not the boots. The boots, you just need speed main stat. These are just basically cells. Unless it was to like do a triple or quad roll, then maybe you could rework it. But most likely no. The chest plates and stuff, maybe it goes a triple or quad roll speed. You can keep it. Other than that, just get rid of it. It's a 5-star piece. Just get rid of it. You're not going to use it. Flat stats are very useless except for triple or quad rolls of speed or quad rolls potentially to maybe rework if it's in a really good set, and it could have a lot of different options. Like, I'm not a big fan of always reworking general boots. Maybe in certain sets that could be for damage or support, but like general boots, well, it really only needs to go speed. If it's anything else, you're just not going to use it. But like Feral, maybe you could rework those. Then the top row pieces could be cleansed pretty easily, but that's just a quick cleanse there that could make some space. For the gear section here, we have a even split between 5 and 6-star stuff. A decent gear cleanse will sell a lot of the 5-star stuff. And 6-star stuff, hopefully it's pretty good, but it's all, honestly, you cleanse this down, I think you could easily have half of this just removed. I would say you could get down to 700 pieces unequipped. You're going to have to farm a lot. But speaking of, he has tons of energy and a lot of stuff in his inbox as well. But tons of energy. I think like 90,000 energy just chilling over here. If I can go to the bottom of this. There we go. So tons of energy to use, which where we'll be using that energy, or where he should, I'm going to recommend him to, is going to be during the 3x events for Dragon on speed, 3x Savage, Fire Knight, and then from there it's probably going to be a little bit into Icegolem and Sand Devil. Sand Devil / Shogun. The reason why I say Icegolem is because of the Cursed and Provoke gear. It's going to help him out a lot with Hydra. And currently, his Hydra teams are not in the presets at least. He's doing Hydra because he has Mithrala and he has Stone Skin gear. So he has Mithrala, right? I take that back. He's not doing Hydra right now that much, maybe. But we do have some Stone Skin stuff, so we've definitely hit it. Okay. Maybe returning 78 out of 100. Get that done pretty soon, which really shouldn't be that big of an issue. So now, let's go over here and start doing a few builds or adjustments. This is all accurate and good. Wife's heading out and the baby's here sleeping, so we have the baby monitor going now. So back to this. We're going to focus on a few things. I do want to get him some Hydra presets done. Whether I build those out or not will be beside the point. But then I'd like to get maybe some arena stuff set up for him. Like I said, I don't always do this for the account reviews, but I think it'll be good for the stream, with you guys hanging out, and especially for the YouTube video. Also sets him up in a really nice spot for his account. So let's pull up the Hell Hades Optimizer to see what the suggestions are as far as Hydra rotation. What? Rotation number 1. In case you didn't know where that's at, it's right there. It shows you rotations. Hydra rotation number 1 with this stuff. He definitely has the champions to do it. Full auto. We don't do anything else other than full auto. What is this nonsense? Why is the most high damage team 32 million? Is there no Shamail in this account? Oh, what? That is crazy to me. Did I misclick something? Why is it only showing 25 million on these? Exclude manual teams. Like he has a Firo. What? No, this is weird. So we can definitely get more than 32 million full auto on this account. Let's go ahead and just Theorycraft a few. So if we're going to be looking for a block debuff champion, that's what I like to start with a lot of times. These are the options we have. We literally have 2 Lazariuses, Feral, Bells, and many other great ones. So we'll go Feral. Okay, Feral's in here. Very good. He brings a block debuffs, a damage boost, a perfect veil to deal with the Head of Torment, and just a beast of a champion. Now, we could throw Wallmaster in here as well, but we already have 1 block debuff champion, so we'll wait on him for just a moment. As far as amazing Hydra damage dealers, Trenda's really good, but she's maybe more so like for the hard setup. Not so much for the Nightmare version, because not having 6-star Blessing will make her difficult to actually work. Sulfuryion could be really good. He is really good. Brings a res, brings HP burn on everybody. No strips or anything, but Poison Cloud, not really an issue anymore. He may be somebody worth taking into a different team, though, depending on what we decide to go with here. There's no Duchess at the moment. Let's see. Other effects. Actually, what are his best damage dealers for Hydra going to be? We have Gizmak, who could do some damage. He's not a bad champion for Hydra. Probably not going to use him on this difficulty, though. Could use him on a different difficulty for sure. We have Newt, who could definitely go into a team. I almost feel like stuffing Wallmaster into here just gives him too much hard hitters in one team when he could spread them out and get more value across the different teams. Mad Hatter would be very impactful here with the weekend plus bringing a champion in. If he gets a Harima, could be really good. Molly for Provoke and Terminator Boost is good. I definitely like that idea. What other Provokers does he have? We have Wixwell for Provoke as well. Molly's good. Could definitely fit her into a different team. Actually could use her as a Mischief tank as well. Wixwell's Provoke does always target the Head of Decay, doesn't it? I don't mind Molly. I think she could be cool as well, honestly. Having the Provoke, reflect damage, so basically guarantee that she gets targeted by the Head of Mischief. We have the increased resistance from Feral anyways. Though, if he could keep the head provoked, and he's already in Clan Boss build, he may be very solid as well. We may not really need the Molly. He brings decreased attack also. And I'm pretty sure this A1 should work. We do need some decreased speed champions, which could just be a Necmo coming soon, basically. Decreased speed is somewhat limited here, honestly. Gizmak is a good champion for AoE decreased speed. Him in here, 100% crit rate. He'd smack hard in the arena. Also do pretty good in Hydra. You don't have a ton of decreased speed champions AoE. Now she can come in here. You have a res champion. You have a fairly tanky team already. I think Wallmaster could actually do really good here. Now. Okay, so now we've given room to Wallmaster because he's going to bring the decreased attack plus the block buffs, which is not a bad thing to have extra block buffs. He doesn't strip. We don't have a strip champion. We have some heals. Somebody was mentioning Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts could work here. Almost instead of Mad Hatter. The Hex plus Weaken is very powerful though. So we don't really. We could get him actually. Get somebody in a provoke set. That would make us not need the provoke champion. Okay, that's fine. Odin's good. AoE decreased defense in a strip as well. It's hard. Definitely needs to be built. Put in here. We have a Cupidus or Venus as well for Venus Cupidus combos. I have a lot of really good stuff actually. Not for sure which one I would use most likely. The cat can do really good damage as well. Maybe having him doing some good. Actually, the cat could probably be a great champion to throw in here. I'm almost thinking throwing Cheshire Cat in here because he does a lot of great damage. If I get him the highest crit damage, he could be joining in. We have the Veils from Feral. We have no decreased defense still, though. Queen could be good in here now. For the strips, plus a decreased defense, plus the ally attack is huge. If they get buffs, then it'd be pretty nice. This is for Nightmare Theorycrafting, yeah. So we have decreased speed. Basically, though, Feral's pretty... Everybody here is relatively tanky. Like, Gizmak's going to do good. Wait. He does AoE increased speed, doesn't he? Okay, so he does AoE increased speed and decreased speed. Okay, that makes it a little bit different then. And she does AoE decreased defense. So then you could put Molly in here and be okay. You have a res champion, mischief tank. Yeah, I think I like this team a lot. What do you think, Mulkey? This could be pretty interesting, right? So it'd be Cat. His is just in the arena, right? Oh, it's all battles, okay. So Cat, Gizmak, Molly. And Molly is good. She's an awesome champion. These two, and then Feral. So you have a mischief tank. You have decreased speed, increased speed. Provoke champion. Block buffs. Strip. Decreased attack. Great AoE damage. Tons of damage. Honestly, I think this is probably a 200 to 300 plus million damage full auto Hydra team. With the proper builds. That's good. This second team, the biggest thing is going to be Venus plus Cupidus. These make for a great setup. And I actually think Sulfuryion would be fantastic as well. They do the HP burns, activate them. You have multiple HP burn targets, champions. I guess there's no Wukong. Dang. Provoke champion, you could use Venus and Provoke. I think that's really the best bet. For the block debuff champions, you have two options. You have Lazarus, who can do the increased attack, plus the... I think this is honestly just the best. The cooldowns aren't great, but I think that's just the best bet. For his other stuff, Siphi to kind of deal with the fears, the true fears, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to have a lot of them, though. A Shamel would be better for sure. Maybe a Duchess as well. But for now, Siphi's going to do good. You have a lot of protection and stuff from Sulfuryion, plenty of reses. Plenty of reses throughout the team, honestly. And then with Siphi, I think we just got to throw in a Newt, basically. Though we're missing a decreased speed AoE. All allies by the 10% damage received. Okay, so she actually could be decent with HP burns being up consistently. Saoirse in here. Very, very weird, but kind of cool, actually. Fits in here. Decreased defense plus weaken. We have a provoke set on Venus. Cupidus built to do a bunch of damage. Ideally, like in a Slayer set, 9-piece would be amazing. Fast Lazarius. Siphi doing the increased defense, making Newt hit hard. And yeah, easy, brutal team. This is Nightmare. This would be brutal. These are both full auto teams, of course. It's the only way I would like to run it. But I'm not going to go in there and build those champions out because that would take a very long time. So as a theory crafting of the team, basically the gear you would have on the champions, I am going to build a few champions for him to give him a better idea of how to build the champs. But Cheshire Cat, built for nuking in the arena, I probably will build him. A Theorycrafting and a Slayer set if you have it, and Gizmak. Let's build Gizmak and the cat and maybe the queen as well. Definitely the cat though. The Cheshire Cat could be awesome. I know a lot of people have the Cheshire Cat, and he scales off of speed and attack. But I think we're just going to prioritize attack. Instinct set for sure. Let's see what we can get him to. Now, the optimizer is not going to do this fantastic because a lot of this stuff is not leveled up. Savage would be huge if we could get this to be a crit rate maybe roll. Okay, maybe crit rate, crit damage. We can start working with something here. Crit rate. He has a lot of oil. Let's see if we take this to 16. I would love for him to get a really nice, solid cat build. Now, what's currently wrong with the cat is he's not fast enough. I want him to be closer to 250, honestly. His crit rate's not 100%, and his attack is pretty low. So I'm looking for more like 6,000 plus attack, 250 close to speed, 250 plus crit damage. Don't need accuracy on him. Let's go crit rate plus speed for these pieces. Priority stats, speed. But a lot of these just aren't leveled up enough to really get an idea of what's going on. Like this could be great, or it could just be not that good. Okay, not that good for him. Potentially for a different champion in the future. Speed and crit rate. Okay, a bunch of 5-star pieces here. Like this is actually a pretty good helmet. Take it to 16. It's a really good helmet now. This shield. Let's see what it goes to 12. HP. Looking for crit damage. Actually, that's perfect stat. And then the boots. Do we have any boots with... All right, Bells has some. Oh, these are actually some really good boots. I'm going to put this build on him. The Trunda, let's see if we could rework this and make it attack percentage or speed. Anything like that's definitely worth having. Just any percentage, I'm done. Okay, good. Attack percentage. That's fantastic. So now... I'm not for sure if the trend is being used currently. I will save this build before swapping it over in case she is being used. Ideally, we get more defense ignore from a good cruel piece, but if this doesn't work, then more speed is better. That's probably what I'm going to be going with is more speed. Oh man, there's no 6-star speed chests. No 6-star attack percentage chests in a set that would give me more speed. To rework this once maybe for attack percentage, accuracy. Not for him, but maybe for a different champion eventually. Righteous would be a good set to have, so whenever that comes out in the Forge Pass, definitely worth picking up. This, let's see what we get on the 5-star glyph. We can pick this up. We're looking for a lot of speed from the weapon, though. What is the current weapon? It has a little bit of crit rate on the current weapon. But we may have a Slayer piece down here. That's a potentially good one. No, we don't have any crit damage necklace. This could be good for a... Actually, no, there's no demon spawn bomber, is there? Other than Commodus, but he doesn't need attack anyways. Demon spawn bombers. I don't know everyone. Let's try to rework this to crit damage. Dang. Nothing. We could have used the attack, but we have this ring that could be also attack as well. This has attack percentage on it. Gives an extra 5% crit rate anyways. We lose a little bit of attack, but after the glyph, we'll be fine. This, of course, has to be crit damage. He's done a lot of pinpoint farming. I know that, so we'll probably just go a pinpoint necklace as well. Shazar. Oh yeah, Shazar is another bomber, isn't he? He is the only other bomber, actually. It's okay, though. This is it was a risk worth taking. Missed it, unfortunately, but Shazar, not bad. Double speed roll. No attack percentage on the banner, though, but we do get more speed, which is pretty impactful. Not attack. We have no attack on any of these either. Go HP plus resistance. Attack on the bottom row. Nice. Now this weapon at the top needs to be priority stat speed. With some crit rate as well. Another pinpoint piece is just going to give me more accuracy. I don't need that. Can lose a little bit of crit rate, but really not much. This piece currently has, let's see. Is it just a lot of crit rate? No speed at all. Okay, no. It's 12% crit rate. Okay, so we're looking for something pretty similar to that. As far as sets that'll give me extra bonuses just from the set itself, Merciless could do it. If this was to go crit rate, it'd probably be very solid. Extra crit damage total. There we go. Extra 2 speed, 15% crit damage. We have everything left to glyph. I think it'd be hard to get something better than this, basically. So we get some extra speed here. 1. Oh, man. We're not going to do that anymore. I was wanting to get 4 on that, but this is 5-able. Plus 4. Nice. Oh, wait, I forgot about these gloves having crit rate built into them. Forgot all about that. So let's take these all the way up. While crit damage is better, this is worth trying to get something a bit different on. Let's see if we have any Slayer pieces that could be really powerful. No speed. These are all crit rate. Dang. Okay, it's unfortunate. Maybe this goes more. There we go. Lose 2 speed there. I actually gain a little bit of speed after I do the glyph. Okay, yeah, this attack percentage one is just better. I could drop. No, actually that's good too. Attack percentage boots are ideal. This is not going to be swapped. This is a really good helmet. This is plenty good speed. It'd basically just be a weapon with very high speed that's not part of Slayer. Kind of curious if this quad rolls. It'd be sick. Sweet. Just a casual quad and we get back to doing our stuff. We lose 9 crit damage here. Lose 15 crit damage there. But we don't need the crit. If it goes triple speed. Okay, maybe we're talking here. Lose 15% crit damage, but if it goes crit damage, then we're okay, right? Lose damage, we get 10 speed though. A bit more actually than 10 speed. It could possibly be worth it. Could forge some other Slayer stuff eventually and get a bit more. This will give us... Okay, not that. We're just going to go to, oh man, 4-star glyphs. It's being difficult to upgrade, basically. Get 12 extra speed. I like this. Cheshire Cat. Wait, no. Cat, tie. Do tie just so I know it's my build here. And then pre-tie. Oh, storage is full. Yeah. What a surprise. I already knew that. Trend to build, yeah, definitely could be changed as well. Unless she's ran with an increased crit rate champion. can definitely be improved. Not horrible. 95% crit rate's not critting. And she is good, but she's not gonna be used on very high levels of Hydra yet, anyways. So I think this is just gonna be. I think the Cheshire Cat's gonna be used more for him at the moment. We'll sell these boots that are basically just no way of being used. Some of those other ones, maybe. Just maybe you decide to use those. There we go. So now 240 speed, 268 crit damage, 5300 attack, ready to go for Hydra. Super solid build. Now for Gizmak, you're going to want to go Incinerate. I think that's what it's called. Yes. Increases damage inflicted by HP burn debuffs. Now this is only in Arena and Siege, but this is just so good for those areas. But it's going to decrease turn meter when they get HP burns, which is good, except for versus Marius. Not good versus Marius. But I'm going to select this blessing just so we have the stats. You can always change it for free in the future. As for the stats in general, we'll visit that in a little while. Or the masters, I mean. Crit rate's done. Not for sure which other thing would go. But for the stats, I mean, he's HP in both forms, right? He's attack, actually, no. He's HP in the other form. I'd build him for damage on the other form. Form 1, we're not so worried about damage. He has... We have to get crit rate, 100% crit rate for sure. He doesn't have any built-in crit rate to his kit, does he? Change HP to targets. HP is less than 50%. We'll ignore. Equal to the champions. If this champion's HP or the target's HP is less than 50%, okay. Okay. Can't be resisted with crit rate. But what we want to do, I want to go Stone Skin for sure. Okay, this is actually potentially a really good piece. Okay. We have a lot of pinpoint stuff, I know. This is a good piece for somebody. Not really a great piece for Gizmak. Let's go to these pieces. HP percentage. No HP percentage in Stone Skin at all? Really? Okay. Let's go for some boots. Speed boots with crit rate. Stone Skin? Nothing. Okay, Stone Skin's very, very limited here. These Narcisse boots are only 5-star. These are 6-star boots with attack percentage as well. I don't love the attack percentage, but I do like the 5-star. Or 6-star. Get some speed on the rework here. One time. Easy. Nope. HP percentage. That's actually great for Gizmak as well, though. Alright, so as far as the accessories go, we may actually end up going 3 and 1 and then less stuff needed for Stone Skin. Because he's got a lot of really good stuff here. Now, as far as Gizmak's abilities, we don't need accuracy on him, right? The Pain Link. It can be resisted, I imagine. Maybe a little bit of accuracy. The first form does not. For attacking, probably need a little bit, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. So a little bit of accuracy is good. So we can have an accuracy banner here, and that should be plenty. Which, you can pick up a pinpoint accuracy banner. This is a good one. It's 5-star. I don't typically love 5-star stuff, but this is an easy one to slot in. We lose speed with that one. We gain some accuracy, but we don't need a ton of it anyways. Now with that said, do we have an HP one? It's a pretty good HP one. So I guess actually maybe we'll see how much accuracy. We may have enough accuracy from this stuff that we don't need it from the banner anyway, because he has a 6-star blessing on him. And this is a pretty good banner for him potentially as well. The only thing he needs accuracy for is the decreased defense in the second form, but in the arena we don't care about that anyways, do we? Not really. The pain link. Does the pain link require accuracy? I'd assume yes. Oh man, we have no crit damage pinpoint stuff for this faction. That is super unfortunate. There's a Slayer thing though. Man, that sucks. All that pinpoint farming to come up empty-handed where we needed it the most. Probably be okay without it, but still. Go this piece. If we can't go the stone skin like I was wanting, then we'll probably just go 6 pieces of pinpoint. He's going to have a lot of HP, so it'll be okay. Stone skin will keep him protected, but it won't matter for Hydra. So if we want to go the stone skin build, it'd have to be this pair of gloves, which is not the greatest pair of gloves. Defense, that's okay. We can use it maybe for the second form. We can use some defense on him anyways. We need HP percentage chest plate. This is the only one. Attack percentage on that. We have other ones. We do have other ones on Lady Noelle, but oh, can be resisted if they're under burn. Okay, yep, never mind then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's unfortunate. This may just have to be a better stone skin build in the future whenever he has stone skin to put on him. Let's see what kind of pieces of crit rate he even has in stone skin. So a little bit, I mean, it'd be close. Do we have, we do have crit damage and crit rate gloves and pinpoint. These are some good gloves on Elva. Triple roll speed, please. Some accuracy there and crit rate at the bottom. This is actually much better. So let's go 6-piece pinpoint. That does it. 6-piece pinpoint it is. And then we'll get the stone skin easy swapped over to him whenever he farms Hydra a bit more. In the inbox there is stone skin, but I don't want to go through the whole inbox right now and check that because we don't have the bottom row piece, which the likelihood of that getting hit is very unlikely, honestly. Speed and crit rate. This is a really good speed piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need more crit rate though. Maybe get a good roll here. It's because we have so much stats that are still missing. Dang, we don't need to be that fast, do we? This is like as fast as we need to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Yep. It's a 7-piece. Extra accuracy. We're fine. Pretty good chunk of crit rate there. Could potentially be more crit rate. Let's see how this goes. Please, no. Oh, man. We're getting all the speed rolls. Crit rate's good. Definitely not complaining about the speed. Dang. The George's piece is looking good. Oh, wait. This actually works, doesn't it? 102% crit rate on him. He'll be close to 100%. He doesn't even need this much speed, does he? Maybe that's actually Probably decent speed, honestly. Since he won't be in Stone Skin, having him go and take a turn relatively early is probably going to be really good for him. Almost 100k HP. Once he gets glyphed up, it'll probably be 100k. Once everything's taken up as well. This could be extra chunk of HP right here. More HP. Goodness. That's awesome. 20% HP, so 90k. It's going to be a fast Gizmak. And 6-piece pinpoint as well. So sheep. What even is a sheep? Right? Who cares about the sheeps anymore? Stone Skin, gone. 91k, so we're getting close to that 100k HP mark. Very close. We'll equip this. You may have Gizmak masteries. They would want to send me by any chance. I have a 3v3 video that's gonna be coming out relatively soon, Anthony. That is gonna be literally extremely long. I had built out all the champions for somebody, pushed for somebody's account, got them into gold 1. The video would, no joke, if I didn't edit or anything, which I am editing it, would have been 6 hours long, 6 hours of footage. I'm gonna try to edit that down and have it posted this Friday or Saturday. It should be like 3 hours by the time everything is done. So he shouldn't need Savage because of his he ignores a lot of defense already from the second form. This will ignore 15% of target's defense if this champion's HP or the target's HP is equal or greater than 50%. Inflicts more damage to targets not under HP burn, but he also double hits on this A2 skill, I believe it is. So he's gonna be doing a lot. If he had Cat's Gaze, even better on him, I imagine. But he does ignore the 15% already. And since he places so many burns to start off, I think this is probably a bigger thing to worry about. That's how I've seen a lot of Gizmaks built. Let me see if I can see some other Gizmak. Gizmak build. Actually, I saw someone else's Gizmak build. Let me see if I can find it from this player. I sent one not too long ago. Yeah. This Gizmak is Stone Skin plus Pinpoint or Pinpoint plus Speed. Built to be fast, 100,000 HP, high crit damage. Like this is a really solid built Gizmak. Like this is actually, I'm actually quite impressed with this Gizmak. Just wish he had Stone Skin. So we'll see. Let me check something. Let me check my wife should be home because I'm hearing a bunch of banging around upstairs. Yes, they're here. Sweet. All right, so Gizmak build is great. I think he's gonna really like this. Gizmak masteries. Let me see if I can find some Gizmak masteries. We'll do these Gizmak masteries. These are by some good top tier players, so we'll trust these. And we'll just leave the Arbiter as the fastest champion currently, because he's also going to go in for this last tier. I don't know which one we could use. We can use the let's do the duration extension, I guess. And then chance to place, default skill. Yeah, sure, let's do that. You also make raid streams. Cool, dude. I don't know if I should go Cat's Gaze on him. We could, but I think he has better options to have Cat's Gaze, like the cat. Actually, this is really good for the cat as well, but Cat's Gaze on the cat is definitely gonna be the play to make. It costs 160 to swap it. And definitely Cat's Gaze on the cat. He's so good. This is good too, though. It's going to boost his damage by 30%. But this just does more, right? What do you mean? There's not even a question about it. This is definitely the play to make. I don't know why I don't know why I was questioning that. So he's going to tear stuff up. Now, these builds are going on, but let's see if we can get Sulfuryion, because I do want to leave him with something that he can actually use and have a good time with. So these are builds going into Hydra, but these builds are also going to work in Arena. So whenever you're doing your stuff in your account, try to, which I didn't mention this at the beginning, but try to have champion builds where they're going to work in other areas. Like this Gizmak plus a Sulfuryion is going to make Icegolem 10 a breeze, basically. Let's go Gizmak plus Sulfuryion, wherever he's at. So these two for sure. If we have any other HP burn champions, but it doesn't really even matter, honestly, because these are going to do fine. We could throw in a Siphi for some reses, potentially. Though he's going to res anyways. Sulfuryion, that is. Someone with some really good heals, maybe even a Lady Noelle. Maybe even a Lady Noelle could be decent. But if we go Sulfuryion, let's try to get him in a build real quick. So he's going to be pretty similar to Gizmak in the way, no, except for just speed and accuracy. We'll go accuracy plus speed on pinpoint, ideally. Okay, no, we don't even have pinpoint stuff for him. That is not very cool. Does he already have a speed banner? He does, actually. Oh, it's not accuracy, though. Dang, that is not great. Accuracy plus speed. We really need the more accuracy on him, I think. Yeah. Extra 42 accuracy. Well, actually, maybe not. If we have a ring and a necklace and a banner that we can use, it may actually be okay. Let's get Sulfuryion built up real quick. Not really attack percentage is what I'm looking for. Defense is fine. There we go. Good stuff there. HP is what I'm looking for here. Ideally, more accuracy would be better, but it already has some accuracy on there. Let's see if we can get maybe a double roll, triple roll accuracy. I don't want to spend too much time looking through all this stuff. MTG Jedi rating with a party of 130. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Hope your stream went well. I'll give a shout out to you. Shout out MTG Jedi. I know you were doing account takeover as well. How'd yours go? I think you were. I think so. Thank you guys for the follow. I appreciate it. We're doing an account takeover right now. Building out some Sulfuryion for some Icegolem stuff. Oh, tell me to go. Do I still need to be off 3? I'll try to be up. So I just gotta be ready for the appointment, right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's finish up this build. All right, I gotta be done by 3:30. By 3:30, so like very soon. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Man, I'm probably gonna have to head out very shortly. Let's go and do some more pinpoint stuff. Zeries, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the follows. I'm gonna turn off the Twitch alerts because I'm trying to record this for a YouTube video. I just don't want too much. I don't know how loud it's coming through. Hopefully not super loud. But I do very much appreciate all the follows. I mean, this is gonna be a good chunk of speed boosted. 5-piece, and it's like almost, why do I not go 6-piece, right? Even though polymorph in his level of arena is probably not super dominant. But it's like, okay, well, might as well just go 7 pieces, right? Just go 9 pieces. Oh my gosh, why are we getting such good rolls? I want to save the pinpoint for other champions. We need it for other champions, so let's not get too carried away right now with this. Some other pieces that would be really good are perception. Would be great. So let's go to perception. I'm looking for these double speed rolls, not this old lame single stuff. That's not cool, right? We don't know no single speed rolls. There we go. Double speed roll. Take it, I guess. I guess we'll take it. Oh man, not enough accuracy though. Where's the accuracy on the chest plate? Where's this hanging around at? I want to be at like 500 or 600 accuracy. No, actually like 600 plus accuracy. So priority stats being speed. Can we squeeze in some more accuracy or speed rolls there? No, I guess not. No speed roll. Don't really want to do that because it's not going to help me out. This makes me lose a little bit of speed. If this goes speed, we could keep it. Dang. So I guess we'll just take this. We can glyph it up a little bit. I want it to be like 270 plus speed. Oh man, we're losing speed from this. No, we're not. We're gaining speed. A good chunk of it as well. I kind of want to see if this goes accuracy on the next roll. If they're both singles, I'd rather have a higher chance at accuracy anyways. Perfect. And now we need a glove that's going to tie it all together. I could actually replace this banner with a different piece if I was to go a pinpoint glove. This could be good. Still could be good. Well, the crit damage is not really what I'm looking for. He's not using Deacon anywhere. So Deacon would be nice to have with that on. HP with double roll speed. That's actually really good from the Gore Grab. So now we can come in here and take this banner. Go accuracy plus speed. We lose a little bit of speed from this banner swap. But we will gain some accuracy, which is really important. We gain 96 accuracy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is perfect. 261 speed. Not quite as much accuracy and speed as I really wanted. But this would be a decent build for him. I'd like for him to be closer to 300, but if he came in here and forged a bunch of perception gear during CVC, then he'll hopefully get some more speed rolls, maybe a triple speed roll, maybe even a quad speed roll. Would be kind of crazy, but a triple speed roll at least would be huge. Speed ascension. Let's do rework once or twice. I mean, that's all it takes, guys. Just you get lucky on a speed rework, and now your Sulfuryion is way faster than before. Not too bad. Not too bad. That is actually kind of crazy. 284. Now we're talking. Now we're pushing that 300 number. That is some good stuff there. So we could get some more accuracy on this chest plate, though I don't want to invest too much into that chest plate because it's not really the set and stuff that we want to use. A lot of other sets are going to be better than that in the future. All right, so we're looking good. Get this ring to 16. 440. Doesn't have masteries done anyways. The blessing, I'm not really sure what that one even does, honestly. What is this? Onto them. Not really needed, but we can leave it here. I don't care. The Gizmak's blessing, unfortunately, doesn't work in Icegolem at all because it's PvP only. But he is so good in PvP that it's a strong, strong blessing to have. I could switch Gizmak to his other form on the waves so he could kill these a bit quicker. Yeah, and Siffi's always going to prioritize him. There's no masteries right now on Sulfuryion. On my Sulfuryion in my account, I can show you that another time. I can't right now, unfortunately, because I don't have that account up. Let's actually do this. I'd really rather Siffi not do the reses right now. What I want to do is I want to have him swap forms because his skills are going to hit hard. If he ever does a skill, it hits hard, actually. Yeah, they just basically kill everything. And as long as he swaps back on the boss, then everything's going to be fine. Champion. Now, does he place the burns here? He does. We do get the burns off. Sweet. That part's going to be a little bit questionable, but we're never going to do any hits on the boss anyways. So as far as the big slams, as long as we're surviving these small slams, then we're fine, right? So Sulfurion's just going to deal with the boss himself, no problem. And since Icegolem should be something that this account's farming a good chunk of for the Provoke and the Cursed gear for Hydra, this is a good team setup here. I'll change Gizmak to be clearing the waves a little bit faster. This cut his Icegolem time down basically in half, which I'd say is pretty solid. We can drop the spider farm as well with an Theorycrafting build. Though Gizmak plus Sulfuryion can probably do spider fine also. And we built the core of his soon to be Hydra team anyways. Obviously, Intercept is not doing anything for Gizmak right now, but for Live Arena, super solid stack stuff as well. So we'll put Icegolem right here. There we go. 38 seconds, new personal record. Best was 12 turns. I wonder if we drop the speed aura for the HP aura, if it'll stop him from getting back around to the extra turn. You can use Thor instead of the cat. He does the same thing pretty much. Yeah, we don't have Thor here, unfortunately. I just want one instance to come back. I don't really want Sify to do that again. It's okay, I guess, because they're not really getting any significant heals. And by the time I get HP burn stuff down, it's fine anyways. A Hex champion could be really good here to just spread damage from the cat as well. The cat's almost just wrecking everything anyways. But then Gizmak finishes it off at 36 seconds. So a consistent farm time for Spider 10 hard now, which is pretty cool. 36 seconds. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. We throw in one extra champion for some food, and it's GG's from there. Matter of fact, actually, this makes Sulfuryion do a little bit better because he'll res. Let's make sure Sify doesn't do the res. I'll have some manual intervention there. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't be super accurate if I did that with Sify. Okay, she's taking a turn anyway, so it's fine. So he dies. If the cat was to die, it's okay as well, because Sulfuryion does his res. If he was to get lucky and have the A2 off cooldown, it'd be even better. Not going to, but it's okay. Boom. And then finish him off. No, just kidding. Not finish him off yet. Incubus gets a turn? What the heck? He needs to stay dead. Doesn't need to take no turns. All right. We do not have masteries on Sulfuryion either, which is interesting. So, with these teams, with this stuff, with this takeover in general, we laid out some stuff for Hydra. So, those of you just tuning in, we laid out some stuff for the Hydra. We were building out things mostly for Hydra, but also for some other areas as well for him, just to get him some ideas on builds. Ended up building out Cheshire, Gizmak, and I guess these were the only two that we built. But this would be the Nightmare Hydra team. This will be Brutal Hydra, and then Hard can be figured out later on. Lazarius, I think building one for speed and one for damage will be great for him. This one for damage, this one for speed. Throw it in Hydra, no problem. The gear is really good in the account. We have a lot of champion builds to be improved significantly. For the arena, I think we also have a speed farm team that's super solid now. So what we do here is, before he was using this, he actually has a Shazar, a champion who got gear kind of taken off of anyways. But instead of that, let's go this. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's go, who's a strip champion? Actually, we could use Queen of Hearts. I don't have her built yet. She needs to be built. She's going to be built for Hydra as well. Who else do we have that could strip? Queen of Hearts would be amazing for that. Actually, the only thing that needs to be stripped would be not really anything, honestly. So this would be a perfectly solid team. The Arbiter's not like 400 speed. She's like 360 something. So it should be speed tuned with Sulfuryion, or very close anyways. They all have HP burn. We're boosting turn meters anyways. We do smash all the stone skin. Gizmak says, okay, I'm going to get some big damage coming off of this. And then goes for the A2. I'm just kidding, he doesn't go for the A2, but the cat comes in for a kill. So like UDK stuff doesn't even matter. UDK, irrelevant. Stone skin, irrelevant. because Sulfuryion just erases all of it. Let's say we just, okay, well, let's use the A2, I guess. And if somehow they survive these nukes, the Cheshire Cat would come through and just erase them for sure. Now, if he gets eventually Queen of Hearts built up, these are some work-ins for 3v3 stuff as well. We'll just use the A2 here just to give Cheshire a turn. So we'll go A3. Just kidding. All right, I guess we just can't take a turn with him and just have to go somebody else. Oh, wait, just kidding. They did the nukes, but it's not a big deal because now we just kill everybody like this. Maybe. Just kidding. We did not kill anybody. All right, I guess testing stuff out and playing around with different things gives me a loss. Let's do this the right way and the only way. Gizmak, time to do your smack. We'll actually do one live arena match as well for the heck of it. I think it'll be fun. Taras says hi. Yeah, apparently. But there we go. Let's do one live arena match for him. I don't want to spend his gems on this. 5 refills. I only use 1, so never mind. But like this kind of team too, having increased accuracy would be nice. We could get that. Actually, no, we don't need increased accuracy. He can't be resisted. We just destroy everything, and as long as we don't get polymorphed, which we have 2 stacks of intercept, then we're okay. And that's a lot of damage to all those champs. So weak hits as well. And then we just go A1 if we want. And they're dead. They're just all dead. Okay, Armons, let's see what happens here. And then look, pay attention to Sulfuryion. He's boosting my turn meter as well. HP burn on everybody, 4x turn meter boosts. So while Arbiter might be like 370 something speed, she's closer to 400 plus after all these champs are in. This is a very nasty combo of champs here. So we'll put this as his speed team. We could even go Siphi in here. We don't really need the cat. The cat's just kind of there to be cool. But this is the core of the team. If you had like a, you could use literally anybody else basically. You could use a Tormund. You could use a Siphi. You could use, really doesn't matter. Because Gizmak will do the kill. Just so good. All right. I know he's working on some arena stuff already, but he's been grinding the arena some. This will help him out a lot. We're not going to get sheeped. We really shouldn't because of the pinpoint we have on these champions. He only has 1 instance, so he may get sheeped, but he has 2 pieces of pinpoint. So we're fine. Everything, no problem with the farms. Now, for Hydra, it's going to take a little bit more time to build out those champions and everything, get him rolling for that. Bust the stone skin. Heck, even Marichka. If I could find a Marichka team, we could probably take her as well. I'll show you guys why in just a moment. There we go. Oh, Marichka, nice. Galathier. Huh. OP Mythicals, let's see how they do against this team. Of course, it's going to be block damage. And of course, the stone skins are not going to come off. But when we swap forms, we're not going to be able to beat this team. But we will damage through that. Does it actually kill nice? Oh my gosh, it did. That is crazy, actually. I was saying we weren't going to be able to do it, but then quickly changed to, yeah, we can do it. He needs no accuracy. Oh my goodness. This is too OP for its own good. Though Nice is going to kill everybody now, right? He has to. It's just what Nice does. If they were under HP burn, this would kill them. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill the Galathier again. Oh, and the Siphi as well. Just knock them both out. Let's go ahead and do that. At least doesn't hit him. Smashes everybody. But then we also smash everybody, hopefully. Does the cat do some work here? Got stripped and block actives. Oh my goodness, he's a sleepy cat now. That's okay. That was a super close fight with some super OP mythicals. Granted, we also had an OP mythical, but Gizmak is crazy. Sigfriend, give this a shot, and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream, wrap up this takeover as well. Let's see. I don't actually know how Gizmak works versus Sigfriend. Will he? We cycled through a bunch of our buffs, obviously. I think it just kills him. Yeah, just kills him. All right, well, there goes the Gizmak. Big player. Rhodos? Not a problem. This is a crazy good team, honestly. Now I want Gizmak. He may be one of my most wanted champions, actually. Nope. We got block damage Rotos. And we just send everybody to the abyss. Alright guys, so I did this takeover on stream, and then I realized afterwards that he had 3 specific questions he wanted me to answer, and I got carried away building these crazy champions that I forgot to answer them. So, the 3 questions were epics to keep/sell, which I assume it means like food or possibly empower, general gear keeping and selling ideas, and souls to keep versus sell as well. Now, with general gear keeping ideas, it is broken down in that review sheet. Basically, 5-star pieces are most of the time a sell, except for potential with like 9-piece variable sets. So like Slayer, things like that, you can sometimes keep the 5 pieces there. For accessories, the variable sets or even the special sets that you don't have a piece in every slot for, those are worth keeping as well. But then I guess a step further from that, if a piece of gear doesn't have crit rate or speed, the chances of you using it are very low. Now, a lot of times you want crit rate and speed for damage dealers, and then speed plus other support type stats for support champions. But if it's going on a support, you want them to take a turn. If it's going on a damage dealer, you want them to hit hard. So most gear on your champions, let's actually do a test, is probably going to have one of those 2 stats. Has both of them, has both of them, has one, has both of them, has both of them, has one, and the main stat speed. Let's click a random champion, your Mikage. Has speed, speed, crit rate speed, speed main stat. For your Ancora, speed. Her build could definitely be improved as well. Now, when I say has speed, I want it to have speed. I also want it to have some rolls into it. Like this chest plate is just really not that good. It doesn't have any speed. It doesn't have any crit rate. It's only good if you had no other chest plate, and this is the only thing to make it work for Relentless. But in general, speed and or crit rate is absolutely vital to have on pieces of gear. Speed, some crit rate. Speed and crit rate. Speed, crit rate, no speed. The exception sometimes would be gloves or things like that where you just don't have anything else to finish the set, so you just have to have it. Of course, this would be better if it had speed and some extra rolls into crit rate. Crit rate and speed. Speed with a bunch of crit rate. So those are all mostly damage dealer picks, but even your Siffy, tons of speed. You get the point. Basically, if it doesn't have those 2 stats, or well, of course, one of those 2 stats, doesn't have to have both of them, but one of those 2 stats and rolls into those stats most of the time, you're probably just going to be selling it. It's a very easy way just to go through and sell your stuff. So if we roll it like click, okay, HP, no rolls into crit rate, and this is not even a very good piece for a nuker anyways. It's sold. That's like a general, I guess, high view of gear and gear forging. Now with the sets like crit rate, accuracy even, lifesteal, curse to a point, these sets, I'm very strict on what I keep. But at the bottom, pinpoint, feral, slayer, merciless, supersonic, all of these ones, I start to get a little bit more lenient, and I'll keep pieces that would be not good in like crit rate or something like that sets, but could possibly be usable, at least until I get enough to actually make a set on most of the champions I want. And then I can be more picky and min-max. So hopefully there's a decent breakdown there. As far as the epic champions to keep versus sell, most epics you just don't need multiple copies of because one is going to be more than enough, and you may not even use that one copy outside of things like Curse City, which Curse City makes it worth to have +4. Like Rector Drath, you only need 1 of her. Husk, you could maybe have 2 of them for Curse City. If you have 2 at +4, maybe worth keeping. Pharsalis, you don't need any copies of him. But if you just want to have 1 of everything, then just keep 1. Magnar, only need one of him. Like, I'd say majority of the time, you only need one copy of an epic. If you were selling an epic and it was a dupe, you probably wouldn't be too upset, assuming your faction guardians are full. Obviously, empower the epics before getting rid of them, of course. You definitely want to empower them before just feeding away the copies, because you may use that one, and that'd be the best way to do it, right? A Kimpdom, you only need one of that. So I'd say, unless it's a champion like Maneater, where you hear about him a lot, you know about him a lot, like this, you definitely want 2 of for Clan Boss. But if you already have your Clan Boss team, you don't even need 2 of them. Really, if you have most of your teams in the game set up and working, the chances of you needing 2 copies of one epic are extremely low. So low that if you did it for a year, you may come across one that you're like, oh, I wish I had an extra copy of. I don't know when the last time I wish I had an extra copy of an epic was. This is later game advice or more stacked account advice, because earlier on, you are going to want extra copies of Shamael, extra copies of Ugo. Both those champions are definitely very, very impactful for Hydra especially. So those are the main areas you'd actually want extra epics, is Hydra, really. Because Hydra, you can use multiple teams, but you can't use the same champion, like the exact same champion. You can use a dupe of the champion, just not the same one. So Hydra's the biggest area where these dupes of epics actually come into play. And then the last thing he was going to talk about was the soul stones, which ones to keep versus which ones to sell. He has 381 currently out of 410. Honestly, 1, 2, and 3-star souls, I am okay with selling. Very rarely do you ever need dupes of his soul, like Nishak. You don't need dupes of his soul. If you have one of his soul done, perfect. You can definitely get carried away with worrying about, okay, am I going to use this champion eventually? Maybe I need to keep the soul for this champion. If you have a soul, just throw it on there. You're not going to be missing out on anything. You're not going to be losing anything. You're not going to regret throwing a soul on a champion, right? Maybe if it's like a 6-star mythical that you never use and you throw it on there, you may regret it until the champion's buffed. But in general, you're never going to regret throwing a soul on a champion, but you will regret not giving the soul to the champion and selling it. I've seen that happen way more often. That's honestly probably just the best piece of advice right there. For the first copy of a champion. The dupe, not so much the case. But that should wrap this up, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully El Machiocho enjoys this and has some good progress coming for it. Thank you, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. If you want an account takeover, just click the link down below, get signed up, and yeah, catch you guys later.